help it that you popping and they stopping. You can't help it that you packing and they lacking. You can't help it that you great and they late. You happy and they crappy. Ain't got nothing to do with you. That's a damn problem. That's a damn problem. That's a damn problem. Ain't got nothing to do with you. That's a damn problem. That's a damn problem. That's a damn problem. Ain't got nothing to do with you. That's a damn problem. Love you, bye.
You who tune in on a regular whenever I drop videos, I appreciate that. Thank you to those of you who are just now tuning in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate y'all for real, man. And I'm back with some more content. So yeah, today we are going to be looking at this video about Bow Wow. I don't know, Bow Wow gets a lot of I don't want to say hatred, because I don't know if it's really hatred, but he gets a lot of mess from people sometimes. And I actually been wanting to do some commentary on him for a minute. I just have to find the other videos and stuff. But since we came across this one, we're gonna get into this one, and hopefully y'all enjoy it. So let's get into it.
Yo, what's up? This is your man, Lil Bow Wow.
Let's be honest, nobody could understand what he was saying. The only word that stuck out to me was the N-word. Like, I don't know what else he was talking about.
Around here we get them dollars. Every girl I see that look right like a real man.
Hey, I don't know if y'all remember, but on one of his CDs, you could put it in the computer and play like a little, if you're familiar with Paperboy, it was kind of a game like that. Yo, I used to love that game, bro. Like, I used to love that game. That was a sidebar. But, yeah. If you didn't play that game, you was not cool.
I never would have approached you if I ain't have intentions on doing. In the 90s, one child managed to become a star at such a young age, but this golden boy ended up developing a hatred for rap.
So basketball is your first love. What's your second love, music or movies?
Music. Because music is the one that got me to the whole movie thing. If it wasn't for my movies, I probably wouldn't be doing no like.
A few moments later.
Rap shit brings stress. I don't like no motherfucking stress. I ain't been stressed all motherfucking year up until right now.
In this video, we'll figure out why this happened.
Yeah, that's true. And I just remembered. It wasn't a documentary or a video. It was Growing Up Hip Hop, which I'm gonna have to find the clips of it, but it might have been a documentary too. I don't know. I'm gonna find it and try to put it together for y'all. But the gist of like what I was observing is, I don't know. I feel like his mom played a huge role in how he acts. I feel like his mom plays a huge role in like the issues that everybody says he has. Like, I feel like she plays a huge role in that, but we'll get into that in the other video if I could find the stuff that I need to, you know what I'm saying, so y'all can know what I'm talking about.
Why he wanted to commit suicide, and why he grew to hate the very thing that brought him millions. Bow Wow, whose real name is Chad Gregory Moss, was born on March 9th, 1987. From an early age, the boy was drawn to hip-hop and loved listening to gangsta rap, so it doesn't come as a surprise that he initially took on the name Kid Gangsta. Later, he learns that Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg were coming to his city.
I never knew that was one of his names, and I'm so glad that he didn't stick with that, because yeah, that it's gonna be a no for me.
The Chronic Tour wasn't a place most parents would consider taking their 6-year-old, but Chad's mother Teresa wasn't most parents. She took him everywhere.
See what I'm saying? Like, I get that. I don't know, like, I get that you see your child going certain distances or being in certain positions, but there's just some things that you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta really think about how this small stuff can impact them in the long run, and then you have to weigh out, is this worth the long-term damage. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, a lot of people would probably be like, oh yeah, it's worth it, or whatever the case may be. But judging from many of the relationships that Bow Wow has spoken about or that have been publicized, like, I feel like no, I feel like that wasn't worth it when it wasn't genuinely his decision from jump. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't solely his decision, or it didn't seem like solely his decision. But that's just me.
During a pause in the show, the announcer's voice carried over the crowd. Did anyone want to come up and rap? Chad's hand shot up. That moment.
And see, I guess I'm gonna just go ahead and say it, like, this is the same type of stuff that we were dealing with. Not completely same, but similar situation to what was going on with some of these people in the R. Kelly situation. Excuse me, like, you know, you didn't have no business taking your child to that type of setting anyway. So of course, if they're somewhere where they're enjoying, you know what I'm saying, the environment, they're having fun, let's say it like that, they're having fun. If somebody who is that influential starts asking the crowd questions and stuff like that, like, it's just like being at school and you're excited about giving an answer. Of course your child is going to volunteer.
His life changed. The crowd began to cheer. Shad felt himself being lifted up, over his mother's head, over the heads of the fans. Suddenly, he was on stage. Looking out into the audience, he saw the thousands of people there for his heroes, for Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. Now they were all waiting for him.
He didn't know what was going on. I remember asking my mother, like, did they boo? Like, did they boo? Because, I mean, when it was so much money, but it was love.
During a break between sets for musicians, fans were asked if they wanted to get up on stage and rap. Most of them weren't very good, so when Shad approached the microphone, nobody was expecting much. They were about to be surprised. He wasn't very nervous. He'd done this before at local talent shows and in his living room. After his set, Shad was rushed backstage. The headliner wanted to meet him. Snoop Dogg had heard Shad's performance. He was impressed. Backstage, the older hip-hop star looked at Shad and saw something.
Yeah, like, then was his mother with him? But see, I don't know, I think it's different with mothers and fathers. I think sometimes, and I don't know, maybe because he was a boy too, I'm not sure. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like women be a little bit more starstruck. So ain't no telling the mindset of his mother back then. Like, there's no telling. We don't know. We don't know what actually took place during these times. You know what I'm saying? So all we know is what we got now. When I say that, I mean we know who, or we see who became as a product of the things that, you know what I'm saying, we just hear about. We wasn't there for.
Familiar. He saw the same energy, the same stage confidence, and the same skills he had.
Never do me and they stupid politics. They say they have a double up with booty. Do they eat the back? Soup is daisy, it's crazy. But to the pain, to the grit, to the great.
There's no way y'all could tell me y'all understand this. Like, so I can only imagine what the heck he went on the stage and said, and who really understood him. Like, let's be honest, a lot of the stars that we see sometimes, they're very articulate sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Or in what we've seen of them, they're very articulate. This is not articulate at all. Like, or maybe I'm missing something. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. Maybe I'm not listening hard enough.
He looked at Chad and gave him a new name, Lil Bow Wow. Snoop had just one question for the new kid. Would he like to join the tour? Teresa agreed. For the rest of the summer, Chad performed before packed stadiums. When the summer ended, so did the tour. It was time to go back to school and play with kids his age. Except Chad still wanted to rap. Snoop Dogg became a mentor for the boy and once took him to participate in the video Gin and Juice.
You've never seen anything like this before when it comes to starting side hustles from scratch. The best side hustle to start this year is not by doing e-commerce.
Llama in the LBC, it's kind of hard being Snoop D-O double G, but I somehow, somewhere.
Nelly was like, he called me, he was like, hey, bruh, you need to get at your son, man. I'm like, huh? Bow wow, man.
He released his debut album at the age of 13 under the name Beware of Dog, where Jermaine Dupri played a huge...
That's which album it was, the Beware of Dog. You can put that in your computer and you can play this little game like Paperboy. It was dope, for real. I mean, it was dope to me anyway. I don't know how anybody else feels about it, but it was very dope to me.
Roll.
Wow, 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 yippee yo, yippee yay. Where my dogs at? All for me now. Bow, wow, wow. And I rock a iced out Mickey Mouse around my neck. And it hang on like Vince Carter with his almond.
Overall, the album was well received.
Bow Wow was one of them, I don't know, like his music, for real, like growing up in that time, his music was something that you could actually listen to. You could actually, like, get hyped to it. You could, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was feel good music. It definitely, he was one of the top listened to people when he came out. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. He's, I mean, I guess talented, I guess. I don't know. I guess that's what you would call it, right? Like, I don't know.
Received by both critics and fans. Over 101,000 copies were sold in the first week, and by March 2001, the album was certified double platinum by the RIAA. Not bad for a debut album. Lil Bow Wow's second album, Doggy Bag, from 2002 was another big success. It reached number 6 on the Billboard Albums chart, eventually went platinum, and included 2 strong singles.
Brass giving daps to all my folks, telling little kids don't follow these dope CEOs from across the seas. I'm guaranteed to make everybody bounce with me. Being on the ribbon.
Lil Bow Wow lived luxuriously and won various musical nominations.
I love y'all, you heard me? Holla, sugar, holla.
At a young age, he already had
That was a thing too, like his hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, that used to be a big thing back in the day. Like a dude with hair, long hair. It was definitely a plus.
everything he ever wanted, including a mansion for $2 million and a bunch of cars.
It's the Bumblebee, right?
Then he removes the Lil part from his name, since there were a lot of Lils at that time. The third album, titled Unleashed, didn't show impressive results and eventually sold less than 1 million copies, but several tracks did manage to hit the charts.
Conversation's amazing. In my phone, shorties in heavy rotation. Thinking to myself like this is the one. Reason for tears. I was wishing you could tell me your biz, but I'll start with your name. You told me how you meant.
But his next album, called Wanted, did go platinum.
I know you ain't used to it, but you gon' get used to it, cause that's the only way I'ma do when you let me.
I ain't never had nobody do me.
Yeah, I think that's one of the issues that people had, and I don't know why. It's like, when he transformed from Lil Bow Wow to just Bow Wow, and then he started playing like more like I don't want to say adult, but like relationship type of feels. I don't think a lot of people like kind of took that well. Like, they were used to him as the rapper. And I mean, although he did still rap, it was kind of like people didn't know how to take the slow jams, I guess you could say, which now is more accepted. And some of these songs, I'd be like, why the heck do y'all like that song? Like, this is a slow jam about taking people out the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we actually did used to have feel-good music where the rapper could still rap. Like, everything just flowed, and it was still cool. Like, you wanted that type of situation, or you wanted to have that feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Now I done been with different kind of girls, so like I done seen them.
In 2006, he releases The Price of Fame, where again several hits appear on the Billboard chart.
You ain't gone, I ain't even appalled. I still got a lot of pain, I ain't dealt with it all. I've been.
Let's be honest, Out of My System was one of the best songs. Like, after every breakup, even if it was a breakup to makeup, we was playing that song. Well, I was. After a legit breakup, we was playing them song. Like, let's not cap like Bow Wow was not making hits. Like, I don't know why we do that.
Running around with shorty like mine. Baby, yes, I'm addicted to how. This is going out to all the shorties around the world.
In addition to music, he also starred in many films, but I'd like to pay special attention to his role in the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
Don't ask, don't tell. Name's Twinkie. Slammer, huh? I can get that car.
2009 would mark the last year Bow Wow would see his song on the Billboard charts.
Give her my reputation. You don't think I would ever do right by you. You think that if you and I.
After 2010, he became a regular at court proceedings. In 2012, Bow Wow was sued by a bank in the state of Georgia over the repossession of his Lamborghini Murcielago. The bank received $161,000 when reselling the vehicle, but sued Bow Wow for the $25,000 it cost them to do so. Of course, when this was brought to the attention of the public, Bow Wow denied everything and insisted he was financially comfortable. He was brought into court again for child support later that year.
See, and that's where I blame the people who were around him, because he was too young to handle his own finances when he first got in the game. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he was too young to handle his own affairs. So for something like that to be an issue, that shouldn't have been an issue. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that shouldn't have been an issue. And it's really sad that he was taken advantage of, like a lot of child stars are. Like, it's sad and disgusting.
And it was revealed how not okay his finances actually were. Bow Wow disclosed to the courts that he was only earning $4,000 per month at Cash Money Records. Additionally, he leased a Jeep at that time. In combination with other bills, this only left him with an excess of $1,500 per month. However, it was later uncovered that Bow Wow withheld earnings from the court.
You were broke and you only made $4,000 a month.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a businessman. I mean, his camera's rolling, so I can't.
What's interesting is that the very next day, he became one of the hosts of the 106 in Park show. Later, he was ordered to pay $11,500 in child support. Those aren't his only financial woes either. He also owes collection agencies and the IRS. One agency is chasing him down for $283.
But see, that just lets you know somebody taught him to do that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to them type of situations, especially when you get to dealing with the courts and stuff, like, he had enough, or I'll say the people around him, whoever was in charge of his finances, had enough time to get his affairs in orders beforehand, and then teach him how to handle his affairs, or hey, we're gonna outsource, this person is good with this. So whoever was around him was, I feel like, used to, you could hide money over here, you could hide money over here, you could hide money over here, but they wasn't teaching him the truth about everything. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. I mean, on a surface level, y'all already know. Like, I'm not finna go too deep, so we're gonna keep it there.
$1,000. After failing to properly file his taxes, he owes the IRS approximately $90,000 as well. The collection agency is also pursuing Bow Wow over a $283,000 judgment against him. It turned out that it was connected with the Ferrari, for which he stopped paying. After a year, he left the Cash Money Records label because they weren't releasing his music. In 2010, he announced an album with such...
But see, they skipped over a lot. Like, they make it seem like he automatically was just in Cash Money. Like, that was not the case. Unless I'm missing something again, like.
Superstars as Lil Wayne, Snoop Dogg, DMX, and so on.
Kids loved it.
My life be like.
It was great. It was so much fun. Super easy. Very comfortable.
As Lil Wayne, Snoop Dogg, DMX, and so on.
R.I.P. to one of the greatest.
And in 2016, he announced that he was retiring and would no longer make music. And that's when the fans started laughing at him. Bow Wow retires from rapping. Has he been rapping? Bow Wow retires from rap. Everyone, wait, he's still alive? Bow Wow officially retires from rap. But he was relevant for so long it was given that he was retired. The trolling of the rapper continued. A year later, he posts a photo where he's allegedly flying in a private jet. But as it turns out, he simply downloaded this photo from the internet, applied a filter, and voila, there you have it. But you can't hide the truth. One of the passengers recognized the rapper, took a picture of him, and posted it on Twitter. And as it turned out, he was flying economy. After that, fans started making fun of the rapper.
Once again, I blame that on the people around him because they had already created this life of, oh, you're famous, so you have to look this way, you have to spend money on this, you have to spend money on that, instead of actually like guiding him in the right directions. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and started the Bow Wow Challenge.
Boy, Bow Weezy out here in New York City, got all my hoes with me. Always wore for better. You see them fatties. Nice out here, know what I'm saying? About to go have some ice cream, go chill on a yacht, do what we like to do. About to call Diddy, call my peoples up. Everybody know New York City, 50 Cent, where you at? Know what I'm saying? Yo, what you doing? Put the camera down. Put the camera, the fuck is you doing, fam? Look at this shit.
Yeah, just enjoy, a beautiful day at the pool, blessings every day, every day, blessings. Babe, stop playing, get out the pool, what you doing? It's alright, babe, you stay in the pool, I can see you in a little.
I'm like, I'm not doing move pick, but I'm flying. I'm like, shit. I like the picture. I'm gonna throw it up. Shit, I am flying to New York, but I like this picture better. You know what I'm saying? So
stop it.
No, put a whole caption. I put a whole caption like
day.
The story doesn't end there. He also posted a photo with caption "Millionaire Lifestyle," but he was eventually found out because, as it turned out, a week before a different user uploaded this photo to their Instagram. In 2018, he returns with the announcement that his next release will be titled Odysseus, or side spelled backwards. As it turns out, he wanted to kick the bucket back in 2010.
sometimes I just question life. Like, damn, like, what else is there for me to do? Like,
however, the album was never released, but we did hear some new tracks that gained 1 million views max on YouTube.
Outside, no. If it's up, dog, then it's up, but don't act like we won't slide. I got the car with me, I be hanging with the souls. Mix do say with the crow. Turn 100 down for the walkthrough. Goddamn, gotta keep me in bankroll. Lawyers involved, money she saw. Gotta have better judgment. Fuck it, I take a loss.
He also created.
I think it would have did decent, to be honest with y'all. I mean, I didn't hear nothing that I wouldn't have at least listened to, at least one time just to get a feel for it. So definitely would have been in a couple playlists. Oops.
His own show called Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. Several seasons have been released. A year later, he got into a fight with his girl. According to NBC, the police saw the couple around 4:15 a.m. The two had a big fight and already had visible traces of beatings. When questioned by the police, they began to accuse each other of assault. The police could not determine who showed aggression first, so both.
Yeah, that situation, you definitely gonna have to check out Love and Hip Hop on that one, because just how they met, period. Yeah, no. It was questionable to begin with. I'll say that.
Both were detained, the police said. Photos of the couple from the department were also released, where the artist can be seen with scratches on his face. Well, everything's not all bad for Bow Wow. At least he got to star in the movie Fast and Furious 9 again.
in case you forgot, I'm the one that figured out how to let us build rocket engines and get paid. This whole thing was my idea.
This year, he said that he wants to record his last album under the Death Row label, wanting to finish his music career where it all started. A fan once asked him if he would go through all this again, knowing how it turned out, to which he replied very unexpectedly, just been an actor and never touched music.
And y'all niggas see why I don't be wanting to rap no motherfucking more. This is exactly why I'm at peace, man. I like hosting my shit, making more money than half of y'all rap niggas. I like doing my podcast for Fox. I like this shit right here. This the #1 reason why a nigga don't want to rap no more. This is the reason why I do movies and I do so much other shit. It's because the rap shit brings...
And he is a good actor, so I will say that. Definitely glad he decided to branch off and do that, because he's good at it. I don't know. We'll finish up with this real quick.
Stress. I don't like the motherfucking stress. I ain't been stressed all motherfucking year up until right now.
Or is he just trying to hype on this? What do you think? Did you listen to Bow Wow in the 2000s? Let us know in the comments. I recommend you check out the next video.
So yeah, like I said, I'm glad he did venture into the acting and figured he liked that more. I think an occasional song here and there, you know, even just to, you know, have fun with it just in his own time. I feel like he should be able to do that. I remember on Growing Up Hip Hop, there was a situation where he was, you know, getting ready to do an album and whatnot. And he, you know, wanted to have a different producer outside of outside of JD. So I feel like, you know, it wasn't taken, as good as I would think it should have been taken, but I feel like if that's what made him happy, if that's what was going to get, you know, results, if that's what was going to get him in a sound that he, you know, wanted to put out, then why not be okay with it? But yeah, that's it for this one, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. And I'm gonna be back with another one, and I will catch y'all later.